So apparently, Azziad Nasenya is living beyond her means. So let's talk about it. First of all, I understand that she has to. Do I support that it's a must for her to do it? No, but I understand what she has to do to maintain the certain standards she has set for herself. When you're making certain type of content, you have to fake it. You have to exaggerate some aspects of your life for it to sell better. If you come here and portray yourself as a social media baddie, as an influencer, as a fashionista or whatever, if you're like a chef, if you're like a lifestyle content creator, you have to fake some aspects of your life because it only sells better when it looks fake. That's the reality. And I don't know why people are making such a big deal. That's the reality. If you're a social commentator like me, you can make your content on top of a roof. You can make your content on the street. I make my content when I'm in bed, just woke up, no makeup, because nobody cares how I look. Because my content is not based on that. But if you do the aesthetic type of content, you have to exaggerate it. That's just normal. Everybody does it, especially people in those kind of content creation. So I understand why she has to do it. Because that is the lifestyle that brings her income. Because if today you saw Azziad in Embasava or in Mbukinya going to Bungoma, are you not the same person that you're going to take videos and expose her online and say, oh, she's so poor. Oh, how can she be taking public transport? Are you not the same people? So I understand why certain content creators have to, sell an illusion for them to, make money. Because what lifestyle they are selling, that is what generates an income for them. That's number one. And then number two, Gen Zs, the younger generation. For us millennials, we grew up without the internet and we are growing up now with the internet, like we are in the internet space. So we know how to blend in two sides. Like we know we can take the real ones. We know what can look real and what can look fake. But for Gen Zs, they are very impressionable. They are young. They see online things and they take it as gospel truth. But because they don't know what life is without the internet. So when they see Azziad like in business class, they say, that is what I want to do. So I understand what she has to do because that is her and that is what, sustains her livelihood. But again, it's not necessary. It's not necessary to do it because at the end of the day, you're the only person who's going to suffer. You're the only person who's going to put yourself in debt. And you're going to, go through a lot of mental gymnastics wanting to sustain a lifestyle that you can't afford. And then another thing, someone like me, I don't depend on the internet to eat. I have a job. I come here yapping. Yeah, I look unemployed, but I do have a job. So for me, I don't really need to do a lot for the internet. I make content just for fun because I enjoy giving my opinions, but this is not my source of income. But if somebody is dependent on the internet to survive, they have to do whatever it takes. It's like if you're at the job, you have to do whatever it takes to keep your job. So it's the same thing. And then another thing, the lifestyle content that we are aspiring to be and chasing and saying, oh, Nara Smiths and whatnot, those people have money and it's serious money. And majority of them also have partners that can, supplement in case anything goes kaboom. At least they know they can still afford the rent, afford the food and whatnot. You are only 25. You don't have to live in Karen. You're only 23. You don't have to drive a Prado. Yes, all of us want fashionable stepmom's life. But how old is she? She's married with children to a husband who, also has a career. It's not possible for a 22-year-old to be driving a G-Wagon. Unless you're in crypto and, some wash stuff. And I know we live in the internet where you can, come into like serious money at once. I'm also even contemplating doing funds for fun, But on a serious note, let's be kind, guys. Let's be kind because, it's the world we live in. But for me, the one thing I want to emphasize If any of your friends come on the internet and expose you for borrowing them money, they are not your friends. Let's get that out of the equation. If somebody you consider a friend will come on the internet and expose you for borrowing them money, for borrowing them something, for telling them the personal information about you, those of hiding my identity, they're not your friends. Majority of you people, when you get to a certain level, you need to understand that not everybody is your friend. Most of the time, people who knew you will be a little bit loyal to you because at least they know you minus the fame. But again, some people want your life. So they get any slightest opportunity to pull you down. They are going to pull you down. That's why you say the enemy is within. But let this be a lesson and a warning to any person that considers themselves a friend of me. If you ever come on this internet and say something personally about me, about my family that I've told you, about that I borrowed you money, or about the fact that I don't have food in my house and I came to your house to eat, or about that when we were younger we were doing some shenanigans, you are not my friend and I'm going to cut you off. Let's make it clear. Those people coming to expose each other, they're not friends. Because as friends, you don't have to expose somebody online. There are many ways you can go around getting your money back. It's unfortunate that friends are the ones that are, doing bad things to each other. We have really lost the value of friendship because what is that? I'm so sorry for her and I hope she gets better. And I hope she cuts off those, how do I call them? People that call themselves friends because clearly they are not friends. It's so, so unfortunate. But again, it's the world we live in. We have to fake some aspects of our lives. And it's just a fact. Maybe I'm even faking my own lips.